Imagine stepping into a courtroom where logic bends, the truth hides behind laughter, and justice wears a crooked smile. In today's case, we're not just observing a trial, we're peeling back the curtain on a story so bizarre, it could only happen in real life. In the modern age, where social media reigns supreme, it seems we have stepped into a new era of relationships, conflicts, and even legal battles. And while many people are familiar with the contentious issues surrounding divorce, today we find ourselves in uncharted territory as we delve into a case that is as much about love and loss as it is about the furry companions who steal the show. Today we present to you the peculiar case of a divorce settled over a pet's social media fame. You might be wondering, how could the fame of an animal on social media be enough to tear a couple apart? Well, the answer is layered, intricate, and surprisingly relatable. Let's start with the protagonists of our story, Adam and Lisa. Adam, a 32-year-old graphic designer, and Lisa, a 30-year-old marketing executive, seemed like the perfect couple. They met at a mutual friend's party, bonded over their shared love for animals, and soon welcomed a charming golden retriever puppy named Max into their lives. Max was no ordinary dog. His playful antics and adorable expressions quickly caught the attention of their friends and family. It wasn't long before Adam and Lisa decided to create an Instagram account specifically for Max, hoping to document his life and share his adventures with the world. What started as a fun little project soon spiraled into something much larger. Max's Instagram account began gaining traction, accumulating followers at an astonishing rate. His innocent playfulness struck a chord with many, and before they knew it, he had garnered thousands of followers. As Max became an online sensation, opportunities began to roll in. Brands reached out for collaborations, pet product companies wanted to feature him in ads, and even local news outlets were interested in interviewing the couple about their famous pup. With every successful post and sponsorship deal, Adam and Lisa found themselves increasingly consumed by the fame. Their lives began to revolve around Max's social media presence, from meticulously planning photo shoots to attending events that catered to pet influencers. What was once a shared joy began to foster competition and resentment. As the fame grew, so did the tension in their relationship. Adam found himself spending more time managing Max's burgeoning career, while Lisa felt sidelined and unappreciated. What had once been a fun project turned into an exhausting job, and the couple began to argue more frequently. The stress of managing their pet's fame began to take its toll on their marriage. It wasn't long before the cracks in their relationship became too significant to ignore. The couple decided to go to couples therapy, hoping to rekindle their spark and find common ground amid the chaos. During one of their therapy sessions, Lisa expressed her feelings of being overshadowed by Max's fame. "I feel like I'm no longer a partner in this relationship," she said, her voice shaking. "I'm just a prop in Max's life." Adam, taken aback, countered, "But we both wanted this. Max is our baby, and we're both in this together." As the therapy sessions continued, it became increasingly clear that the couple was struggling to navigate the complexities of their lives tied to their dog's fame. The arguments grew more heated, and the love they once shared began to fade. Eventually, the couple decided to separate, believing it was in their best interest. But here's where the story takes a peculiar twist. In the midst of their separation, Lisa filed for divorce and demanded full custody of Max. Her reasoning: she felt that she had been the primary caretaker of Max since they adopted him. Adam, however, wasn't ready to let go of his beloved dog, especially considering the fame and financial success they had achieved together through Max's account. This is where the courtroom drama unfolds. The couple found themselves in a heated legal battle over the custody of their pet, an issue that had never been more complex than in this modern social media landscape. Lawyers were brought in, and the courtroom quickly became a battleground. On one side, Lisa argued that her bond with Max was stronger, citing all the late-night snuggles, walks in the park, and the countless hours she had dedicated to managing his social media presence. She painted a picture of a devoted dog mom who had nurtured and cared for Max, establishing their relationship as one built on love and companionship. On the other side, Adam countered that he had contributed equally to Max's success and that his creative vision had helped elevate Max's brand. He argued that Max was not just a pet but a business. "Max is a brand, and I've invested my time and resources into that brand," Adam declared in court. He presented evidence of the numerous sponsorships, collaborations, and events they had attended, showcasing how Max's fame had generated income for both of them. As the trial progressed, it became evident that the courtroom was not just a place for legal arguments, but also a stage for emotional revelations. The judge, intrigued by the unusual nature of the case, allowed the couple to present testimony from friends and family. Witnesses described how Max had transformed their lives, bringing them joy and laughter. Friends shared stories of how Max's antics provided a welcome distraction during difficult times. It became clear that Max was more than just a pet. He was a source of happiness for many. The courtroom atmosphere took a lighter turn when witnesses began to share their favorite Max moments. Laughter erupted as friends recounted how Max once mistook a birthday cake for a toy, devouring it in seconds, or how he had a knack for photobombing important events. These moments highlighted the joy that Max brought into their lives, and the jury couldn't help but smile. But beneath the laughter, the underlying tension remained palpable. The courtroom began to feel like a stage for their relationship's demise, with Max as the unwitting star. The judge, recognizing the emotional weight of the case, called for a brief recess. During the break, Adam and Lisa found themselves alone in the hallway, the weight of their situation hanging heavily in the air. They exchanged glances, and for a moment the years they had spent together flooded back. Memories of road trips, quiet evenings, and laughter echoed in their minds. As they stood there, the realization struck them: they were no longer just fighting over a pet, they were fighting over a shared life. The social media fame that had once brought them together was now a wedge driving them apart. In that moment of vulnerability, they both knew that their relationship had changed irrevocably. After the recess, the trial resumed and the judge began to deliberate on the case. In an unprecedented move, the judge suggested a creative solution to their predicament. Rather than assigning sole custody to either Adam or Lisa, the judge proposed a joint custody arrangement for Max, which would also include the continuation of his social media presence as a shared venture. This unexpected twist brought a mixture of relief and apprehension to the couple. They were both hesitant about how this arrangement would work, but they understood that it might be the best outcome for Max. The judge encouraged them to view this as an opportunity to co-parent, emphasizing the importance of prioritizing Max's well-being over their personal grievances. And so, in a surprising turn of events, the couple agreed to the judge's proposal. They would share custody of Max and continue to manage his social media accounts together, albeit with clear boundaries and a renewed focus on their pet's happiness. As they left the courtroom, Adam and Lisa felt a weight lift off their shoulders. They realized that while their romantic relationship may have come to an end, their shared love for Max could serve as a bridge for their future interactions. The case of Adam and Lisa serves as a reminder that in the world of social media fame, the lines between personal relationships and public personas can become blurred. It highlights how the pursuit of fame and success can sometimes overshadow the deeper connections we share with one another. Max, the golden retriever who captured the hearts of thousands, became a symbol of hope and reconciliation for Adam and Lisa. Their story may have begun with conflict, but it ultimately ended with a newfound understanding of what it means to co-parent and prioritize the love they both held for their furry friend. In the end, justice in this peculiar case was not about winning or losing, but rather about finding a way to navigate the complexities of life, love, and the bonds we share with those who rely on us, furry or otherwise. As we conclude this extraordinary courtroom journey, let us remember that in the realm of relationships, sometimes the most unexpected outcomes lead to the most profound lessons. And in the strange and wonderful world of social media fame, it's essential to keep our priorities straight, especially when it comes to the ones we love. So sit back, lean in, and remember, in Court Spiral, reality is indeed stranger than fiction.